Just superimpose that in the background. Yeah. Cause it will sound so smooth and nice on this video. Do they call them videos still?
This week on the Carolina Pie music series.
Exactly. We're straight local. Yeah, yeah. We're straight what? We're straight local.
Straight local.
Do you want to say that together?
Go ahead.
Let's just say it together.
Okay.
We're
1, 2, 3.
We're straight local. You're Nick and I'm
and Hannah. Right
Hannah.
over there, Hannah.
We can say that less awkwardly if we need to.
And poor Jamie is at work right now.
Yeah.
Our guitar player.
Someone's got to bring home the bacon.
That's
so.
right. He's literally like in a bacon factory right now.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Sorry, vegetarians and vegans everywhere.
Yeah. Anyway, so Jamie couldn't be here, but we're here to answer your questions.
2/3 of Stray Local.
There you go. Well, the band started almost a year ago, but really it started, Jamie and I went to college together and studied music. He studied classical guitar and I studied voice. And we were just jamming together because we were in a class called the Old Time Ensemble. So we actually got credit for playing old time music, which is so cool. And we were just jamming. He was teaching me guitar and I was helping him sing. And then after we graduated, we just hung out, wrote a song, thought that was super cool. It wasn't that hard, it seemed. And then a year later, he moved down here. We both quit our jobs. And he moved down to Wilmington, and we started the band. And then Nicholas, who was playing with another musician, we met him at the farmer's market and just swept him away.
They literally like lassoed me.
Kind of.
Had me in a basement for like a week. No food or water.
No.
I'm sorry, I just make things up sometimes.
We were nice to him.
It was quite the opposite.
Yeah.
We were over at who would become a mutual friend's place, but it was kind of somebody that we were both
Brand
parties
new.
were kind of getting to know, yeah. And he invited us all over to jam. And so we played together. We played some of their songs. I was playing a cajon box drum at the time. And we played a few of Kyle's songs and then a few of their songs and had a good time.
Yeah, it was perfect. We weren't actually scheduled to all jam together. You were supposed to go to Kyle's separately, and we accidentally ended up there at the same day. So it was fate. So many things that have happened to this band, we just feel like
Destiny.
just supposed to happen. It sounds cheesy, but it is. Anyway, so obviously Nick plays this awesome bass and drum. They wanted to know
Yep,
what
George
we play.
Washington.
There you go. And I play the mandolin and the guitar, and Jamie plays guitar and banjo, and sometimes fiddle. So he plays washboard too. He plays everything. In our gigs, he's like jumping around all over the stage, just switching instruments.
We don't have, obviously, a bass player and a drummer, so at this point in our career, I'm doing both, which is not ideal, but it's fun.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we just finished recording our new album, and it's getting mixed and mastered right now. We recorded it at Hourglass Studios, which we actually were in a competition, and we won, so we got 10 free days. So that was really awesome. Everybody who got online and voted for us, we appreciate it. But
yeah, it was like this, they had like 20 bands, and you went into the studio and you made a video. They made the video for you, and then they put them all on Facebook, and people were just supposed to get on there and like your video. And
it was a tight race.
Yeah.
And that's one of those fate things. Like, we were losing. I mean, we were not up near the top at all when we first started. And we're like, oh gosh, well, we're gonna try anyway. And we just tried so hard. But the whole time, even when we were like in 7th or 8th behind all these people, I just kept on thinking, we're gonna win.
We all knew we were gonna win.
We
Yeah.
just felt it. So, and then the last day, when we pulled in the lead and comfortably, we're like, oh my gosh, this is gonna happen. So we got to record that album, and it'll be done. Hopefully, it'll be out by August, early August. So we're excited about it.
We have an EP that we did, which would be our first recording experience, but that was just 2 days in somebody's garage studio. You know, so we kind of had a little taste of recording, but we wanted this to be the best we could make it. And so, you know, just making sure things were done right. It's just being in the studio is kind of frustrating. Some bands, I'm sure, thrive in the studio, but we're more of a live band, and so being in the
recording
studio,
recording just shows all your imperfections come out, and you hear them. I mean, you don't often sing and listen to yourself back all the time and think of all the little nuances and pick yourself apart. I mean, it's a great exercise, but none of us do that all the time. And with instruments too, like I know my weaknesses already, and in the recording studio they just come out. So to not get frustrated with yourself, and we're all still in a process of learning. We're never going to stop learning with our instruments, so we all can grow. And also with obviously live, we have 3 instruments, sometimes 4, because he'll play 2 at the same time. But the recordings, we've layered in other things because we all can play different instruments, but they're not ones that we play all the time live. So it's challenging just to figure out, you know, what we want it to sound like with all these other resources available. So it's just can be difficult to figure it out, but it's also really exciting.
Yeah, we didn't have these songs. We had the core of the songs written, you know, chords, melodies, but we went in there kind of writing these songs as we were going, writing the extra parts, and so it took longer than we thought.
With a couple songs, like some of them were good to go, but a lot of them it's like, oh, what if we try, oh, you have some bells, what if we try adding bells? And well, none of us really play bells, let's figure this out. Like it was good that we got the free time because we could really experiment and take our time with things, where obviously if we were paying by the hour we might have cut some things. So yeah,
But definitely a growing experience.
Absolutely. And we'll be even better at recording next time.
Tough question.
Oh, favorite song. Really it changes all the time, because sometimes, and the guys know, they know when I get kind of sick of playing a song, it's just because we've just been doing it a lot of times. It's not because I don't like the song, but I'll get to that point, be like, I don't want to play this song. And then we try it a different way, and then all of a sudden that's my favorite song. Like that happened with Only You, which I think is going to be our last song on the album. I wasn't all that taken with it. I was like, it was on my iffy. I don't care if it goes on the album or not. And then we played with drums, and it's just totally different. Now I love that song. So
The one I'm most excited about, I think we're all very excited about it, is a song called Lucky Card.
oh, yes.
Because they had the song written when I joined, and it was just Jamie on guitar and her singing, and the melody's really good. It's just really like upbeat kind of Motown-y song, but we added full band horns, drums. There's a nice like bouncy bass line and all the stuff, so it's going to be like a really nice composed song.
It's like throwback. It kind of feels, did you say that, Motown-like, and with the backup vocals and everything. So that, you're right, that's probably the most exciting one, the one I'm excited for. So underlying messages, there's definitely like nature kind of themes in a lot of them. We all like being outdoors and obviously are inspired by nature and everything, but then beyond that, help me out here.
I don't know, I mean, I'd say real things, truth and love, and I was joking earlier, but hope, all
really-
those things. I mean, I feel like our lyrics are serious. We don't write jokey lyrics, and
No.
not that that's
And-
bad, but
But they are more to inspire. There's
Yeah.
nothing that's just going to be like, went to the hoedown. Like, Jamie wrote a song called Promises and Lies, which was based on his sister, some troubles that she's been going through, and just kind of to be uplifting to get her through troubled times. So that's kind of more, we like to do things that are going to be uplifting to people so that, you can relate to whatever kind of, event that's going on in your life. Maybe you're going through something similar, that you can listen and feel like you can get through. Like, Wilderness Hymn is probably a similar kind of feeling. It's, even though you may feel like you're in the wilderness kind of lost, that something will help you, guide you through, maybe something higher. So
well, I mean, obviously like Doc Watson, Bill Monroe, Carter Family. What was that guy, Grandpa Jones? The banjo player. He's like,
he plays banjo and just hikes his leg. It's awesome. But Jamie and I, again, we had that old time ensemble class at UNCG, which really neither of us knew this music, because that music is really from the mountains of North Carolina and Tennessee, and more of a western region than the coast where I'm from. But since we went to school in Greensboro, and that music is all over that place, or that area, we just learned a bunch of tunes, and and so that we just kept that with us as we started writing our own music.
we're also very influenced by all styles of music.
Yes. Yeah, because definitely, if people may hear us and think, oh, they just love country and bluegrass, but that's not the case. I mean, we do like old time and old country, but we also love so many different things. And when you hear our album, you'll start to hear this new one that's coming out, and you'll be able to hear more of the other influences as well. So if you're expecting a straight up old time CD, that you'll be in for a surprise.
We get called a bluegrass band a lot, which I think is just a lot of people not knowing what bluegrass actually is, but just because they see a banjo and an upright bass, and whatnot.
Because none of us are bluegrass pickers.
No.
If you know what bluegrass is, you would be sorely disappointed if you thought we were bluegrass. Or surprised. Maybe you like it.
Oh. Well.
Dumbfounded.
Probably, I mean, I don't know. I guess winning that contest was pretty sweet because we worked at it. We worked pretty hard at it. We did. We privately messaged everybody on Facebook that we all knew, which doesn't sound like work, but sitting in front of a computer for 8 hours.
While we're in Nashville.
Full day, yeah. Which I don't like doing for an hour even. It was work. And then, it's awkward. You're like, hey, can you just go ahead and, take 5 minutes out of your time and listen to this video.
But then we were also going to UNCW and busking or playing our instruments and handing out little slips of paper that said vote for us. And we did that in Greensboro. We did that everywhere we went. So we tried really hard.
Yeah.
And for that to come to fruition felt like a huge accomplishment. But we're just hoping that it feels like it's just in steps. We're proud of that. And we're hoping that when this CD comes out, that not the free time, but that our CD will be our greatest accomplishment to date, and then it'll just keep on stacking like that.
We've been having a great time out here at the Art Factory on Surrey Street. You should come down last Friday from 7 to 11 for art, music, wine, and beer. Soon. In that order.